Throw this in as well?
Yeah, might as well. All right.
I like your approach to cooking. Might as well.
Snoochie Boochies, I'm Justin Warner here with Kevin Smith, and today we're gonna eat the universe. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. Look, before we start, I'm looking at the table and I'm seeing lots of stuff I would never eat. I'm a vegan, but I eat vegan products where they take this stuff and make it look like something I used to eat. So when I see this, I get terrified. What are we doing with these?
Today we're gonna make a dish inspired by Mysterio, specifically Mysterio's Fishbowl Head. We're gonna make kind of like a seascape of vegetables, and it's gonna be delicious. And so I think that since you're used to having your vegetables manipulated in this illusion-like manner that Mysterio is known for.
You are keeping it on brand, man.
What can I say?
What up? Let's start Becking at it. Mysterio's name is Quentin Beck.
Yeah, I love it. Essentially what we're gonna make is crudités. So I'll tell you what, we've got some multicolored cauliflower here. You saw what I did there.
Yeah, you split it.
I broke it. And so these are gonna kind of look like coral in our fishbowl. Right? Illusions, my friend.
When do I get a knife?
We don't have the insurance for that.
You know, I've seen a few of these and people are eating fun foods and stuff. Look at this, why am I getting punished? Just because I had a heart attack? I had a heart attack, right? Get this. I was on the table, and in order to get to your heart, they go through your groin. And all of a sudden he goes, oh! I said, what? What's going on down there? And he said, you got 100% occlusion. The heart attack you're having right now, we got a name for it. It's called the Widowmaker. And I was like, that sounds so metal. What is it? What do you mean, Widowmaker? And he goes, because in 80% of the cases of 100% occlusion, the patient always dies. He's going, but you're gonna be in the 20% because I'm good at my job. And then he made magic and saved my life.
So I'd like to know, now that you've experienced this kind of physical transformation,
Yes.
do you feel more super than the previous Kevin Smith?
My Lord, way to keep it on brand. Why, yes. I feel like I've been bitten by a radioactive spider. Or yes, indeed, I was injected with a super soldier serum, kids. All you have to do is embrace vegetables. What are you putting on there? Is that salt?
Yeah.
All right, finally, things are taking shape here.
Right.
That's a food stuff I can get behind.
I'm gonna put these in the oven.
All right, meanwhile, I'm gonna talk to them about comic books. You know who could have saved me from that heart attack?
Doctor Strange?
You know, that's a good poll. Doctor Strange could take the cholesterol out of me and stuff and just...
Right?
I wrote for Doctor Strange years ago, man. I was a long time ago, kids. I used to write comic books for Marvel. I wrote Daredevil 20 years ago for the Marvel Knights line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been around this stuff for a minute. It's nice to watch the evolution. Throw it out.
No, into the ice bath.
We're keeping this?
Yeah.
Cooking.
So right now I'm cutting rhubarb.
Yeah.
How do you feel about rhubarb?
It's always bugged me because it seems to ruin a perfectly good strawberry pie. Whenever I go for a piece of strawberry pie, people are like, no, strawberry rhubarb.
I think the idea is that strawberries are very sweet, and especially when you bake the liquid out of strawberries, they become even more sweet. And I think that because rhubarb is sour and they come in season at the exact same time, it's providing a little bit more flavor balance. Do you know what this thing is?
That is an onion.
No.
That is bamboo.
It's fennel.
That's what fennel looks like?
Yeah.
They put that in sausage.
You know what this thing's called?
Guillotine.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the finger guillotine. I'm gonna shave this fennel with it.
Can I do it? All right, insurance people. Watch closely.
Oh my God. Oh
I'm
my
getting
God.
my fingers all the way up here.
Yeah.
Ah! No. What do we do with this then? You just showing off?
Yeah, pretty much. We're gonna salt it. We're gonna leave it over here to the side.
Lemons. I
Yeah,
know about this.
Yeah, you wanna squeeze some lemon juice on that?
By hand, or should I use a tool of some sort? What are you doing?
Trust you.
Is that salt or
Yeah,
sugar?
it is. It is salt. All right, when you're done with that, you can start peeling these onions.
So those are onions, just tiny onions.
Yeah, we hit it with some Pym particles and
That's right. Oh my God. You're good, Justin.
thanks, man. Let's make some pickles, huh? These are called quick pickles, so they're not the normal lacto-fermented pickles that you might be accustomed to.
Lacto fermented?
There's lactic acid, right? And so like to make yogurt, you have acidophilus bacteria. So when you have lactic acid, AKA soured milk, that bacteria eats it. The same sort of thing happens where the sugars in these get converted into lactic acid, which makes your pickle.
Science! Can I do a pinch of salt?
Yeah, do more than a pinch. Watch out, this is hot water.
Ow!
I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack.
Should I put more salt on top?
Yeah, why not? You can add some sugar too.
We're making brine right here, man. Salt water,
Exactly.
some pickle brine.
And then we got some vinegar right here. Now we're gonna make edible sand.
What? I think of gone from eating stuff that come out the earth to eating earth itself.
This is maltodextrin. Basically, it's used to make...
I've seen that word on packets of things.
Maybe on chips.
Yeah.
In your former life.
Yeah.
Right.
So what does maltodextrin do? Look at it. It's fun.
Maltodextrin is derived from tapioca, and so it's basically like a starch. And the idea is it's really good at absorbing fat and flavor.
What do I need to do with this?
Add olive oil. I'll add the olive
much?
oil. You can stir.
That's my special skill. You know, I've done things in life, man. I've met people. I met Stan Lee once.
Really? How was that?
It was fantastic. I met him more than once. 1995, we made this movie called Mallrats, and every time I saw him after that, my man was always like, hey, Kev, hey, Spider Friend, when you put me in another movie? We were friends for 23 years, and
That's amazing.
we lost him recently, sadly, but he'll always be with us, especially when we cook foods based around characters he created. Now, what does
Here,
maltodextrin
throw it in
taste
here.
like?
Nothing really.
So if I put this in my mouth, it'll taste like what?
I don't know, olive oil, salt, a little bit of cumin.
When will it get sandy?
When we pass it through this.
That's gonna take a long, oh, I thought you meant digestively. I was like, whoa. What happened to the fennel? You forgot it.
No, we treated it.
It's Mysterio-inspired.
Yeah. These are actually terrariums, but as long as you wash them,
Yeah.
and as long as they're like dishwashing safe, you can use them as a vessel. We'll each make our own little seascape. All right, well, I have to add one more finishing touch to this dish. I'll see you at the table of taste.
Okay. Well, you're gonna put something in that I'm not allowed to see? This is the Quentin Beck of it all. This is where you bring it all together. Do some of this.
Yeah.
All right, man. Your spider friend will be waiting. What is that about, man?
Yeah, let's dive in.
Let's. Just like Mysterio, you took nothing, made something.
Aw, shucks. Well, speaking of making something,
Yes.
look at this.
Look at that. They made a record.
So your new comedy album, Silent But
Why are
Deadly.
we always talking about me? Let's talk about you. You made this sumptuous meal. You're a chef. You took things that came out the earth and made beautiful things. What have I done? I made a comedy special, Silent But Deadly, available everywhere. Big deal. Let's talk about the food, Justin. You gave us a reason to be not only awake in this best of all possible worlds, but to dine. I'm impressed, beyond impressed by this.
An honor and a pleasure.
You cooked for me. The way to any person's heart is through their stomach.
Yeah, or through your groin in your case.
Yeah, good. Well remembered, you were listening. Not only were you cooking and whipping out Marvel wisdom, you were actually cognizing what I was saying, man. Thank you for that.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having.
That's all the time we've got on Eat the Universe. We'll see you next time.
Do you eat the glass?
No.
Oh.